You guys don't care
No, I'm
about
kidding,
like
I'm kidding.
a good comfortable underwear?
Wants lacy compression
mean,
shorts.
Lazy
What?
compression.
Okay. Answer me this. Briefs or boxers?
Boxers.
Depends.
Boxers.
If I'm at home, boxers. If I'm going
There
out,
you go.
boxer briefs.
There you go. You have options. You look. Now you
But
have
we,
options.
yeah, but we already have the
Now-
options.
Now you can.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Young One, Michael, and we're about to do another podcast. And here with me we have
Arvid. Sorry, no Twitch handle. Just Arvid.
Just Jordan.
And just Patrick. What's up?
nice. So this is our next episode of our podcast, and we're gonna take a little turn from the usual anime, movies, and throwbacks, and we're gonna be talking about something that happened back in 2013 called the Wells Fargo Cross-selling Scandal. So are you guys familiar with what happened?
I'll tell you what. When you pitched this topic, I told myself I was gonna do research that night.
But you didn't.
After work, and then I pulled up Patrick.
You didn't even pull up Patrick. When you pitched this idea, I told you straight up, I'm not doing research. You gotta tell me everything.
So you get like, I know Arvid did a little bit like brief
I did a
research
little
a
bit.
couple of minutes ago. So tell
And
us
I
what you
read on
know about
some-
it.
I read on some stuff last night. So essentially, to my knowledge, in 2013, I guess to start off, Wells Fargo is a bank in the U.S. And to my knowledge, they're like, I don't know how it is back now, but back then they were like in the top 4 of like major banks in the U.S. I think they were like 4th.
Yeah.
So essentially what they did was that since they weren't making as much sales and as much money as the other banks, what they did was create bank accounts, like create fake bank accounts of their clients without their approval. So basically it was like a breach of privacy kind of scenario. And you know, they would create fake, you know, like they would even like split the money like from already existing accounts of those people just to make it look like, you know, it was active and
They were new accounts.
whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah. So
To my
how
knowledge,
they
that's
made
all I
money
know.
off of that? How they made money off of that is, you know how like when you sign up for a new bank account, you have to pay those fees, right? And then so they kept on doing that so that they can get more fees, and those fees is how they get paid. And then depending on how many they hit, like a quota, they get a bonus, right? So essentially, yeah, like Wells Fargo, it was one of the largest U.S. banks. Their returns on shareholders were by far like the greatest on their 3-year, 5-year, and 10-year returns. And then it wasn't because they wanted to make more money, because they were trying to compete. It was just because of upper management, right? Because let's say branch managers get incentives to have like the highest numbers, right? They would do this. But the crazy thing is, apparently, like the executive members didn't know about it. They didn't know about it. You know, I
So
don't
they
believe
say.
that. Yeah, I completely do not believe that. Because like, if you're generating that kind of numbers and it's like outstanding, you have to look into it. You know, and then
So question, real quick.
yeah.
So based out what I understood from Arvin's explanation, did this come from like each branch? So they did this to make a certain quota of accounts
Yeah.
opened?
Yeah, it
Is
was
what
like
I'm
a
saying?
competition, you know, an incentive,
Oh, I see.
right? A goal.
What I got out of it is that these guys are making Smurfs for all these other people
Yeah, basically.
for their numbers.
Yeah.
But you have
basically.
to pay for each Smurf open. So would they do like one account per person or like multiple accounts per person? Like,
Yes.
how far would this go?
Guess.
Yes.
Guess 4.
Guess.
Like
4.
Alright.
Multiple accounts. I'm pretty sure like more than 10 or something.
It was like more than 10, right?
Damn.
14. Oh.
I
Per
forget
person.
what-
So they would
Per
so
client? That's crazy.
Per client, yeah. So it's not like you don't see it. It's not a bad technique, right? It's the way they implemented that model. Because cross-selling basically means that you're selling products to the same customer, right? Like
Obviously.
a bunch of companies do this. Like, let's say you're at a bank with Scotia, right? You'll get a debit card, a credit card, an RRSP, right? And then they'll tell you to go to our insurance sector, and then we'll hook you up with mortgage insurance and car insurance and shit like that, because they'll make more money because you've been with them for a long time, right? So it's a good business model. When things started to go south, I think around 2016. So from 2013 to 2016, this was going on, right? Until I guess whistleblowers, right, flagged the media or whatever, and then they informed them of what's happening. So then the CEO actually like was in front of the Senate. It was what do you call it, a hearing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he told them how like there was, in their investigation, there was a total of 2 million accounts open that were unauthorized, right? That's from the initial investigation. And then he's like, as the CEO said this, like, oh, he didn't know anything about it. He's not in charge of that. They even talked to the CFO and he said the same thing, right? And then people are getting...
Why wouldn't you say that?
Yeah, right? Like the fact that people are getting credit cards in the mail, looking at their statements, and they're like, something's not adding right. And then people are saying, or like the tellers are like saying, oh, they're just fees and stuff like that. So don't worry about it. It comes with opening an account with us and shit like that, right? And I guess people were believing it, you know? And then somehow they did further research. And then it was a total of, instead of 2.6, what did it say? 2.6?
You said around 2.
Yeah, around $2.5 million, or sorry, 2.5 million accounts. It was actually 3.5 million. Right?
Damn.
So there was way more. Apparently, like 5,000 employees got fired and shit like that. And then in total, Wells Fargo had to pay like around $2 to $3 billion, not in refunds, but in like penalties, settlements, and all that. The total refund was like $2 million, right? On a $1 billion company, $2 million is nothing, right?
I was just gonna say,
they
like,
didn't pay
Yeah.
they didn't pay any of their customers any like damages, because they deemed that the damages weren't too critical, because it averaged around, okay, so out of the 3.5 million accounts that were activated unauthorized activations, only around 100K had like fees that they deducted, right?
Oh.
So it was around like $30 worth of fees per account.
So did the
they
customers
deemed
get screwed over in the end or not?
Not really, because at most they lost like $30-$40. But it's not the amount, it's the fact that they did that. That's the worst part, right? They would forge signatures and they just do it without their consent.
Yeah, that's the craziest part. Like, I thought it would be like a, you know, like a one branch kind of thing, but the fact that you know, like maybe one branch wasn't making enough money, so they decided to do this, but it was just like it was a whole company, and like they were all on board with this. That's the craziest part.
Like when you say it like that, it feels like it came from top down.
You think it came from top? I think it came from middle down.
Well, not necessarily top, but like like higher up down.
Higher up down, yeah, definitely. For sure. Because like a bunch of the people that were fired were basically the frontline workers, like the tellers.
What the fuck?
Right? And
Oh yeah.
And this is the crazy part. So the CEO sat in front of the U.S. Senate, right? He explained and whatever, and the U.S. Senate said how you're a multi-million CEO and you blamed this on minimum wage workers and you had them fired. And when he did this, he already retired, right? But this was when he was in the seat of CEO. She also said how you're retiring with $146 million worth of like pay when he retires, and they get jack shit, you know?
Right.
And the fact that the board of directors approved of this showed how like the ineptitude of that whole corporation. So then after a while, they clawed back, I think, 40 million on his pay, but he was getting 120 million, right? So he still walked away with 80 million and 0 criminal charges.
Dude, if that
You
isn't
guys feel like
corruption and
he should
capitalist,
have been,
That's the fucked up part.
yeah, I think he should have been criminally charged with neglect or whatever.
yeah, like some kind
negligence
of
or something
yeah,
at least.
Yeah.
insane.
If not planning the whole thing, definitely some sort of like, because there's no way you see that sort of like. I assume they look over their data almost regularly, right? And
For
there's
sure.
no way you see an influx from like those types of branches, especially if it's concentrate. Like, let's say it did come from like middle down, and they were in charge like of a certain area of branches, and you see that area of branches just like surging in like accounts opened or something, whatever, like whatever you get from opening a account each time, right? Like, there's no way you see that and you're not a little aware of what's happening, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like there was no,
In my opinion.
due diligence on
Right.
what was going on.
Right.
And then further investigation showed that the branch managers or like middle management actually had like this thing where they showed a scorecard on individual tellers' performance and bank performance, and then it was kind of like you're competing with each other. So the investigation showed like how competing environment affected how the mentality of the tellers when they would sell accounts and shit like that.
Right.
You know?
Oh yeah. True.
And it kind of just sucks how they got the shitty end of the stick while executives are still balling with millions of dollars. And it's not even like, that was like what, 5 years after the whole financial crisis. There's no way 5 years after people are opening accounts, opening new credit cards in that amount of time. It should be like maybe if it happened maybe 10 years after the financial crisis, that would make sense because you'd be in like the expansion phase of the business cycle. But you know, it sucks.
Also sorry.
Yeah, it sucks because like Wells Fargo was one of the most highly recommended banks. They had no issues before, and the CEO let this happen. You know,
Right.
it sucks.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, like, yeah, the minimum wage employees got the short end of the stick, and it also feels like due to like that scorecard thing, like they were kind of set up
For failure,
because they're put into that like highly competitive environment, and then like you almost like you see someone else do it or whatever, and then you kind of feel like there's no other choice but to resort to that in order to keep up. You know what I mean? And maybe that's just how it spread.
Yeah, and because they were like non-contract workers, they were very expendable, right? So if you don't hit that quota, you're out. So that's what like some of the workers felt. They were very pressured into doing that kind of stuff, and they had no choice, right? It was either you do this shit or you get fired. You know?
Right. Like it's a tough situation to be in for
Capitalist
sure.
society, am I right?
Especially afterwards, you don't see like any repercussions besides towards yourself. Is kind of upsetting.
Rich get rich,
And
the
then,
poor get
like,
poorer.
Yeah, and then one of the senator said this, where is it? Imagine one of your tellers took maybe around $100 in cash from the drawer. They'd be looking at criminal charges. You pressured your employees to the breaking point and they became desperate just so your stock price can go up. You still kept your job and you're still a multimillionaire, and you blamed it on a bunch of minimum wage workers. Like, from the US Senate.
Was the hearing in front of the Senate, or what was like?
It was.
So I guess these quotes that you're giving us are kind of like one-offs because clearly he wasn't criminally charged. So I guess this wasn't the majority rule of the Senate. Like, this isn't like how the entire Senate felt about it.
I guess because they lawyered up, they found loopholes and shit like that. You know?
Right. That makes sense. Yeah.
Because they're not stealing from a corporation. They're stealing from us.
Right.
And they can just claim that as fees, right? They can defend that it is fees, but because for them, I guess, firing 5,300 employees, firing or ruining 5,300 people's lives is justifiable than criminally charging a CEO that has a lot of money, good lawyers, and that would be the cheaper option.
I mean, when you hear a story like this, like, what's your guys' gut reaction? Like, I just feel gross.
That's
damn.
it's fucking America. I don't think you'll find that here in Canada. There's no way you'll
I
do something like that.
wouldn't say no way, but yeah, I agree.
It's highly
America's-
unlikely because our banking system is like rank 1, apparently.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
But-
just to like hear that's possible, like not even far from home technically, is crazy and it's gross, and it makes me want to read everything my bank account sends to me. You know.
Yeah, you should basically
Read the TOS.
read the TOS.
Like, what do you think is the mindset of those people who like started all this? You know, like, you think when they hear money or just the notion of money, they just get like tunnel vision on, you know, like I'm gonna do anything and everything, even though it's gonna screw up people who are, you know, in need.
Yeah, because
Like, it's crazy.
So for branch managers, right? Apparently, if they reach their quotas, they get 15 to 20% of their bonus per quarter of their salary. So if you hear that, it's just like, whoa, that's sick. Per quarter, that's 4 times a year that you can. That's basically almost doubling your salary, right?
Yeah.
And then for tellers, it's just like 3%.
Money, man, money.
Right. But like to those people, it could be just enough what they need, you know.
Yeah.
So they start bending the rules a little bit and see what they could get away with. That's tough.
That's crazy.
It's tough.
It's kind of like how, you know, like if you kind of were related to the people up top, and then I guess the people in the middle are kind of like dogs. You kind of just wave like a treat like in front of them, like and, like, you know, like in this case the treat is more money. You know, you'll get the dog or the person to do anything you want. It's just
Basically.
it's crazy.
And then because the dog took the treat, you
It's like, oh, this works. I can get more treats.
Yeah.
and I didn't do anything wrong. Everyone's happy, right? Except for the customers, you know.
Yeah.
And then what's crazy was their stock price only dropped 2%. 2%. So the general feeling about this whole thing was not that bad. They only felt 2% angry, you know. Not enough to sell all their shares because it is a reputable bank and they're profitable and shit like that.
So it was more of a moral and ethical dilemma.
Yeah, rather than any financial retributions. But yeah,
Money always wins in the end, right?
and it's not even just this Wells Fargo. There's a bunch of this stuff happens all the time. I just happen to like look at it. You know,
Kind of feels like a heist
it is.
Feels like a rank system, you know?
or a pyramid scheme, like those forex guys.
The pyramid schemes, LOL. You know what they call pyramid schemes? Multi-level marketing.
MLM.
Yeah.
You know, MLMs.
Have you guys ever?
I got sucked into one of those before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It definitely works for some people.
it makes sense. It makes sense. You know.
But I just feel like you get to that point where you just can't get money without exploiting.
Yeah.
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 Like I've definitely know people who made money from like the whole forex thing, and like the MLM. But I feel like especially with the MLM, you have to be like a certain kind of person to like kind of sell that.
You have to have a personality. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not for me. I don't have a personality.
Trustworthy.
You guys never been. Wait, Arvin, explain your MLM story. How did you get sucked in? What was it?
So it was through a friend, through a mutual friend of ours, Jordan.
On
Yeah,
Instagram.
Brad.
On Instagram.
Our
You
mutual
wanna
On
make
friend of
Facebook
ours, Jordan.
Messenger.
Um,
Hey man, long time.
Yeah, no, it was like I think it was still like a family friend of theirs, and then like he told me about it, so I was like, okay, I'll see what it is.
Was it
Then-
insurance?
Yes, it was insurance.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah. It was a WFG.
Oh, World
I know
Financial
that
Group. Yeah, they
Dude, I
almost
know
got
that
me.
one. I
Yeah.
know.
They almost
Yeah.
got me.
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
me.
Wait, you guys are in that too? I'm just kidding.
Damn, I was trying to sell to you guys. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Like
You guys are all
I
wondering
don't
why
think
you're
there's
all
anything
here,
wrong
eh?
with it.
I'm just kidding.
Like I get what they were trying to do, but I don't think I was the kind of person to do what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
Like I think for some people, yeah, you can definitely be successful, but at some point there is going to be some kind of like exploitation. You know,
Yeah, that's how I feel as well.
like the higher up you go. But
Yeah, you're basically exploiting the people you recruited.
exactly,
Basically.
exactly.
I know how their model goes. You recruit more people, you recruit more people.
Yeah,
And then
Yeah.
you get to a level where you have a lot of people working for you. And
yeah,
then
and
Yeah.
like
you don't.
yeah.
There's no one further recruits.
and like those people
then-
you recruit more people.
Yeah.
And you make money off
then
those guys.
You get a commission. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like
Commission,
And
yes.
yeah, because
And then
for
the
them,
amount of recruits you get is like, sorry, the amount of recruits you get, you hit like a certain tier, and then you could like
Yeah.
get
Move
more
on,
commissions off of. Yeah, exactly. It's like a game.
do you make money off the people who sign up? You do,
Yes.
right?
Sign up.
Because yeah,
like, recruit.
No.
or like you
Not-
you
not-
recruit.
They have to sell. They have to sell some
Okay,
a
okay.
product for you to get.
Oh,
a,
okay.
You don't get a you
Oh.
don't get a commission for if they signed up.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I was confused. I just remembered we're still talking about insurance because like I dealt with like so many like
Avon.
MLMs.
Yeah, you trying to sell.
I don't
you
wanna
trying to sell
name
some
them.
energy. You trying to sell some energy drinks, bro?
No, there was like
I got-
skincare,
I-
Calling
insurance, forex,
cards.
like a lot.
Maybe
of stuff. A lot
maybe
of
I got-
if it wasn't insurance
two
that I got
cases.
involved in, like I don't know, like some kind
What
of
do you think?
yeah, like some kind of product, like maybe I would have like been more into it, but the fact that it was insurance.
You know what's crazy? Insurance is probably like the best one to do. MLM.
I know, yeah, but like I just can't. Like I don't think I'm a good sell, you know,
I feel that.
especially when it comes to insurance.
True,
I don't know
because
if I'll be
you're
able
selling
to.
life insurance, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a hard product to sell, but once you start selling,
yeah. Like
good.
once you get good at it, like I've seen the payoff because I've known other people and other families who've done it. I think they're pretty good
Yeah.
and well off with it.
because like every time they pay a premium, you get a piece of it,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
You get
Yeah.
a percentage of the upfront, and plus residual payments to you.
Hmm.
So
I remember them trying so hard to like, oh, like life insurance is this. Like, what if this happens and what if
What if
this happens?
someone
Like,
dies?
imagine
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
had life
yeah.
insurance. Like, yeah. But in the back of my head,
yeah, but
just this is a
yeah,
selling
it's
strategy.
true. Yeah,
It's true, but
Yeah.
it's also a
Life
selling
insurance
strategy.
helps. The best one that like someone told me is like, you ever go to those like you have you ever seen your friends post a GoFundMe on one of their relatives? Isn't that
Yeah.
scummy? And I'm like, it kind of, you know. Well, with life insurance, they wouldn't have that problem.
You're
Damn.
not wrong.
It makes sense.
Imagine you're like selling life insurance, and then you see your friend post that, and then you just like lick your lips, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this guy.
Oh,
Hey man, condolences. So life insurance.
And the devil.
it must
man.
be hard. I don't want you to feel like this anymore. This is why Sun Life Financial has this product. You know, it's a good sales
My
strat, though.
condolences,
I get
man.
you. It works.
You want to make some money?
You tired of living average?
But
But yeah.
yeah, I've taken life insurance courses
Mm.
because it's part of school, and it's just the worst. Like there's so much shit, like beneficiaries, contingency beneficiaries. What happens if you die?
Oh yeah, I
as a
remember all those.
policyholder and shit like that. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I remember going to seminars and just learning about all of those.
Yeah.
Bro,
But they had food, no?
Nope.
They had food, at
It-
least.
it wasn't even good food. It was shitty food. It's
Ah,
fucking juice boxes and like fruit,
Crackers.
saltine crackers. Wasn't even good.
It's okay,
I
your
don't-
friends
I-
are there.
I have a lot of respect for the people who are successful in insurance though.
Yeah.
Like big ups, because you know, you're selling yourself and a product. You have to act.
Yeah,
And that's hard.
selling anything's hard for me, at least.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys can relate.
No, I can't sell. Cannot.
No
I'll be a work
experience.
monkey for the rest of my life.
All right, not to go on too much of a tangent, but like you mentioned, like what you want, like what happens when you die, right? Like, do you guys know what you guys want to do with your body when you die?
Yeah, cremation. It's already like everything's already arranged.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I think that's
You know,
gonna
life
need more
insurance. You know, life insurance. It can cover the
See,
cost.
I
However,
do it.
with life insurance,
Yeah, how much do I have to put? Do I give you $100 and it turns into $1,000 next week?
Basically,
Basically,
just don't die.
I mean,
Oh,
with
yeah.
life insurance, you can do that. You know, you can have like a.
Oh yeah.
Nah, I'm not gonna go into this. I don't want to sell anything right now.
Oh yeah.
Wait, tell me more.
Just
No.
Tell me about the high morale insurance plan, please.
I don't think that's a bad name for life insurance. Someone
high
dies.
morale.
I have high morale.
I have the HMI.
Hey man, if this podcast doesn't take off, we have a backup plan.
yeah, plenty of backup plans. Don't worry.
Okay, so we're starting insurance. We're gonna open up a bank.
We're gonna
else?
cross sell. What else?
We're gonna cross-sell.
And we're gonna stream.
We do it all.
We're set.
Don't-
You
don't
guys are
forget
set.
the-
Damn.
don't forget the underwear company.
Yeah.
Explain your
Men's
company.
underwear.
Yeah, I don't know.
Men's
about that.
underwear specifically.
Explain
mean?
it. Pitch it to the audience.
Alright. So you hear about like these underwear brands, you know, like women's have these nice like underwear stores like La Zenza. You know what's the other one called? You guys know the other one?
Pink.
Victoria's Secret.
Pink.
Pink.
Victoria's
Yeah, they have
Secret.
stores like that. Victoria's Secret. Look, that's already like 4 or 5. You know, but where's the ones for men's? You know, those men's underwear. You know, you gotta get those sexy ones, the sporty ones, the athletic ones. You know, for that's something we wear every day. You know,
Mm-hmm.
there has to be a market for nice, comfortable men's underwear.
That's true, but you're forgetting that's the only
So-
market for people with
Yo,
small
Mark-
PPs. 'cause
Mark
they
Cuban.
They gotta compensate.
What do you mean?
Guys
do you
with the
mean?
big chalupas don't need
So
that
basically,
'cause they
what
got
Pat
big
wants is he
chalupas.
wants lacy underwear for men.
What? You guys don't care
No, I'm
about
kidding,
like
I'm kidding.
a good, comfortable underwear?
Wants lacy compression
mean-
shorts.
Lazy
What?
compression.
Okay. Answer me this. Briefs or boxers?
Boxers.
Depends. If I'm at home, boxers. If I'm going
There
out,
you go.
boxer briefs.
There you go. You have options. You look. Now you
There
have
you
options.
There you
we
go.
already have the
Now-
options.
Now you can have options in styles, in material, in wear. You know, there it is. You can walk in, and then you know what? You can make your girlfriend embarrassed to walk in and buy you underwear instead of you walking into Pink
Oh,
or La Zenza.
true.
You know, you can switch it
Oh.
around.
This whole thing's just a revenge plot. Oh, okay. I'm on board now.
We can see it in malls. You can see it in stores. You know,
If we ever
the
see this in the future,
high morale underwear store.
Because like, let's say us guys are walking into an underwear store for our girlfriend. It shows that we have significant others. You know, we can reverse that role. Oh,
you're right.
oh.
That's crazy.
And you know,
That's the only good part
we don't
about this.
also, we don't have to just sell underwear in our store. You know, it could also be men's pajamas. You know, we look. You gotta wear.
That's already a
comfortable
thing.
clothes at home too. You know. Yeah, no, but like for men.
I guess. I mean, yeah, that's
There
yeah, you
you
can pivot to
go.
that too.
Exactly.
I guess, but like,
Exactly. Where's Mark Cuban, man? If you're
I feel like that's
listening right
stretching,
now,
you
you
know
know what, Musk? If you're listening right now, just invest in me. I'll sell it to you. I'm not a bad seller.
if ever luxury men's underwear is
You
a thing,
guys-
I will eat my words.
Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
we make an
Thank you.
MLM that sells underwear.
Okay. You recruit
Best of both
two guys.
worlds.
Niche market,
I'll
niche
give you guys
market.
two. Okay, we'll buy like those cheap black underwears and put like a little dincy ass stitching on each one. Then sell packs to people, and then we sell those packs to people, and they have to recruit 2 more people to sell more packs. And
And
then
if you
other
sell
men are-
100 packs a week, you open 2 accounts.
What am
It's
I
easy money,
hearing?
guys.
Where's
A
the money
business
coming
model.
from? Where's the money coming from?
From
From
our
Mark
recruits.
Cuban.
Mark Cuban, bro.
Mark Cuban.
How do we
Angel
pay our
investor.
recruits when we're already paying
Yeah,
for
Pat.
underwear?
Free underwear.
There's a recruitment fee.
We
if you
pay
want to
them in
sign
good
up, you have to
spirits,
pay.
okay? In,
Oh,
in good
true.
faith.
There is a
And you have to
recruitment fee.
you have to buy like to replenish your stock.
True.
There you go. Thank
they have
you.
to buy
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank
More
you.
than our cost. True.
Yeah.
They have to buy at retail,
True.
not at.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. I like how.
We can't air this podcast anymore.
Okay.
Too many ideas.
I
Too
mean,
many
that's
ideas.
Too many ideas.
Branching from the
actually-
underwear company.
I mean, true. Like Victoria's Secret branched off to Pink, right? Because Victoria's Secret was like for women that are in their 30s and 40s. Now Pink is for like for the
Was it?
20s. You know?
And you know what we need? We just need one famous person to wear our underwear.
Like Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Michael B. Michael B.
There
Michael
you
B.
go. See, there you go.
Michael B. Jordan.
True.
Zac Efron.
Huh?
But
Michael B. Jordan. Zac Efron, please.
Yeah.
Imagine.
yeah, we went off on a huge tangent here.
Okay, host, we gotta bring this back.
You guys were shocked by my points. You guys were like, "That this guy's onto something."
Wells Fargo, hire this man.
yeah.
hire
Let
me,
him
bro.
sell.
Let
him
me sell,
cross
bro.
sell
I'll
for
be,
you.
I'll be, I'll be
And you
mad
give him like 10 bank
competitive.
accounts that he doesn't know about.
I feel it. I feel like we could start a startup. I just don't know what. Like I want to
What,
start
what do
something.
you want?
I don't know. I don't know yet. Not sure.
You guys have
It
any
has-
talents or skills?
Bubble tea flavored protein shakes.
You guys have
Actually, no,
talents?
I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
Or
Never
skills?
mind.
I'm on the
What
business
can we sell?
side.
I have a great personality.
You're the salesman.
Okay,
You're
we can do
the
it.
salesman.
We'll sell us.
Oh, hell
we'll
no.
sell a smile. We'll sell your smile.
Jeez. I'm blushing. I'm blushing.
What's our startup? We need a startup. Oh, I have one of those too.
Hey, I think we got the same one. I know. All the remotes look the same.
What is yours? What is yours control?
Lights.
That's controls my chair, bro. What? Check this out. Oh shit.
Listen.
Oh shit.
Listen.
Oh
Okay,
my
that was
God.
mine. That was... Wait, I think mine
How
does
to do
too.
that, bro?
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
Wait, press that
See,
again.
don't-
Press that again.
See,
Oh shit! It controls my chair. That's crazy.
this guy trying to controls his lights. Who has a remote for their lights, bro? What the heck? Anyway.
Anyways, Wells Fargo.
Wells Fargo.
Banks, finance,
Banks.
business,
Business.
underwear business.
So, what's another American bank? Bank of America is like the casual like bank, and then Wells Fargo is like the ranked bank because they have to be so competitive.
Bank of America is still up there,
Wells
right?
Fargo. Yeah. Wells Fargo is like for normies, and so is the Bank of America. But the one for ranked top 1% is probably
tryhards?
JP Morgan. That's the one.
That's
For
the
tryhards, bro.
If you get a JP Morgan titanium credit card, that's 10 million in credit right there. Your net worth has to
Damn.
be more than like 10 million. Ooh.
perfect just for me.
Okay,
Goals.
okay. Keep
That's
talking about
it?
money. More startup ideas.
Well, if you want to do a startup, like I want to learn how to code, because a lot of startups you'll need someone to do like the tech side. You know,
Right.
let's say you
Yeah.
want
Oh,
to
it's
do
just
the,
funny because I
mean,
just
if
watched
with-
the social
with-
network.
with Pat's underwear idea, we can just open up a Shopify, right? That's about it,
True.
you know. And then
Or even through Instagram, really. Like,
yeah, and Instagram. But if you wanna stand out from the rest, you gotta have like your own platform, you know.
yeah, that's true.
And that's the coding side. And then you gotta have someone to code the transaction security and shit like that. 'Cause you don't wanna pay for that. You kind of just wanna make it.
So you're saying that's you?
I don't know how to do shit.
That's Arvin.
I don't know CS. You know who does?
It's okay. It's okay.
You know who took CS?
Who?
EJ. Jay.
Yeah, get him on the pod, bro.
Get him on the
We'll
pod.
throw him some ideas. He'll throw him some ideas, and he'll make the app, yo.
You know how to code? Hello world.
My friend does.
Oh, like what kind of coding?
All right, get him on the pod, yo. We'll throw him ideas. He'll make the app.
I was just talking about it yesterday too.
Yeah. If we could get a startup and then get funding, I don't want to fund it. I don't want to use my own money. I'm sorry. Because if we use somebody else's money, we can like write it off and shit like
Run. Oh.
that. Okay.
Yeah, we
but
can't
what-
run from Michael. He's fast. As
All right. So I kind of want to talk about something else that I read like while doing the Wells Fargo.
Sure.
So like, you know how there's like political discourse in like the Middle East and shit like that. Like, okay, so I was reading, where is it? I was reading an article, and there was a woman around age 20, 21, who's in Afghanistan, right? And she has a brother here in Toronto. And the sister, she wanted to pursue journalism, so she had to be educated.
Go ahead.
So in a country like
You're good, you're
Afghanistan,
good.
where women in education is like a controversy, right? Like, so she was already at risk, and she wanted to pursue journalism,
Right.
and she wants to like just report about everything, like what a journalist does. So she has to go with and or against the government, right? So on Wednesday, she works at a broadcasting network in Afghanistan, right? And then on her way home, she was attacked and targeted. Like she was targeted and shot down on Wednesday. Right.
This past Wednesday.
Yeah, the Wednesday that just happened, and the brother was like, he heard about like a woman getting killed, but he didn't find out it was the sister until he searched up, and he found out it was the sister, right? And they say how like the Taliban was behind it, but they didn't claim. They said it had nothing to do with it, and then now ISIS stepped in and is like, yeah, we did it. But like, we live in 2021, and this shit is still happening.
Still happening, yeah. Fuck.
Right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It kind of shows like how fucked up we are, and it kind of shows that Thanos was right. You know?
That was right, man.
Out of all the things I thought you were gonna say,
I had to lighten the mood a bit, but it's a sad story because like,
it is.
I know Pat, your sister's
It
around
is.
the same age, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
Wait, she was that young?
yeah,
Yeah, 2021.
20 years old, 20, 21.
That's crazy.
Imagine your sister walking home from work and then she just got shot down because she's a woman with an education
In journalism, that's fine.
in journalism. Right?
This is why like shit. This is why countries go to war, because it's like just
Yeah.
shit like this, like little minute stuff like just differences in beliefs. Crazy.
And the US doesn't want to say anything because apparently they have a deal or they have a treaty with the Taliban. It's said in the article, but I didn't do too much of my research. Saying, I guess like that treaty is about peace, so they don't want to interfere because the Taliban is basically military.
Yeah.
Right? Anti-government. And that's allowed. You know? Because I'm guessing they have some people in the government. You know, it's a conspiracy.
That's
But
Oh,
messed up.
they definitely do.
so now they're just wondering who was it? Was it Taliban or ISIS?
What do you think?
What do I think? It doesn't matter. Like that shouldn't have happened in the first place.
Yeah.
You know, like the fact that the media is focusing on who did it, right? Not like
Why?
Why
what was
did
the
it?
point? Why did it? You know?
And how do you stop
it's-
it from happening again?
How do you? Yeah, exactly. Because apparently, a couple months ago in December, the same thing happened to somebody else, and the family was trying. The family was trying to tell her like, please don't do it, but she was so passionate about journalism that she didn't care. Like she wanted to do it to make a difference, right? To get the message out there. But I guess she's just another statistics. Like, rest in peace, but she's just another statistic. Hopefully this sparks something.
I mean, like that's the story I thought you were gonna talk about right now. But to hear it like it happened again, it's like,
yeah,
like nothing happened between that and this incident, and it's who knows if it will spark anything.
It will probably, it'll happen again for sure.
Yeah,
No matter
It's been
what.
happening. Like,
Yeah,
exactly. Like
Been.
you always hear about journalists getting silenced by
yeah,
government, terrorists.
terrorists.
It is
like
messed
it's
up.
kind of related. But have you guys seen Zero Dark 30?
Yeah,
I haven't watched it.
yeah, I watched it.
Kind of related, but it kind of isn't. Just like the whole, like all
Taking down
the
Osama, yeah.
yeah, but just all the crazy stuff that's happening like over there in the Middle East. Like just the littlest like word, and like you're a target. Say one bad thing, and like you're in their sights already.
If this episode gets released, we'll probably be flagged, but I mean, I have nothing to hide, right?
We could also link down the articles you were reading if you want.
Oh, true.
That way the audience could do their own research and form their own opinions. It is sad.
Yeah. It wasn't her that died too. It was like they were in a group and they all got gunned
really?
down.
Because they were just associated with her.
Yeah. And they were
That's a whole
women.
nother story. Like the people.
No,
with
they
her.
were all women.
They were all women. It's scary to be a woman in
It
the
is.
Middle East.
I believe that. Yeah.
And you know what's I'm gonna go off on a different topic. So people are trying to like escape it, right? And I don't know which country is refusing refugees. I don't remember. But they're trying to flee to Europe, and a country's like, no, get out. You know, because they like on the political side and the safety, they want to protect their citizens' safety, right? Because like
Right.
because the Middle East is so close to Europe, a lot of like refugees disguising or like terrorists disguising as refugees would go there too, right? So they took that into account. But I don't know, man. We're living a different world than what they're living.
We got this information came to us in like 4 days, but then back in the day it wouldn't have. We probably wouldn't even known
True.
about this
Yeah.
till like maybe if we were
Years.
to know, maybe like yeah, I was gonna say a month,
Years.
but
Yeah, month to like years. We never know, just because of like the control of information.
it makes you thankful that we're in the situation that we're in. Yeah, that we're coddled and
Yeah.
protected in our little bubble,
Mhm.
but it also makes you sad like what can be done.
A lot of stuff is happening around us. A lot.
Do you guys ever think about that? Like you're living, we're fine, we're here, we have cars, we have restaurants, you know, safety. Meanwhile, there's a war going on.
All the time. All
You
the
know?
time.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like we're in the inner walls, you know,
Yeah,
of
for sure.
of parody. You know,
Words that
we don't know
Walsina.
what's going on, and the people that do know are the journalists, aka the Survey Corps.
Scouts.
This guy's
The
bringing it
scouts.
back.
That anime is deep. On top of that, like, so all that is happening, all of the controversies with like bank account, like with like bank companies are happening. There's killings everywhere. There's serial killers happening. There's like turf wars happening around. Just everything's happening at once, right? And people are just, living in ignorance. But you can't blame them for, because maybe they just don't want that kind of energy.
They don't
and
want
vibe
that
in their life.
negativity, yeah,
Yeah,
or they just don't know, right?
yeah, or just they
'Cause
don't know.
Nobody tells them, or they're not
And-
looking
or-
for it.
Or it's also just so much, like something's happening like every second.
Yeah,
And it gets like exhausting,
everything's happening. Bullshit.
Yeah,
Maybe my life isn't so bad.
I know,
Puts it
right?
into perspective.
Sometimes like, oh, f my life, bro. But it's
I
like,
don't know, like sometimes like I'll get out of bed and complain about some stupid shit, and then like later on in the
there's
day,
no
like I'm on
food in my
Reddit.
fridge.
I'm on Reddit reading like, people died somewhere. It's like, okay, maybe not. I'll just shut up.
All right, I have a question, an interactive question for all of you guys. All right, let's say you win the lottery, $60 million. All right, tax free. They'll pay you straight away. All right, not in installments. 60 million goes into your account. Do you have an obligation to give people money that have that have helped you in life?
Obligation, I would say no.
No.
What I want to do with it is what I want to. but I don't feel obligated to give anyone anything.
Why?
Yeah, me too.
Why? Yeah.
It's just, I'm not saying that I won't give to people, right? But the obligation, like you didn't even earn that money technically. So
True.
It's
You just
just,
got
but
lucky.
it's just yours.
Yeah.
Like there's no, like you said, no, not tax free, not installments. There's like literally no strings attached in a way. So like whatever I do with it is whatever I do with it. I don't feel obligated to give. I would want to give people to,
Yeah.
but I don't feel obligated.
All right. Follow up question. Would you? Would you and whom?
Me.
So there's this underwear company I want to invest in.
Yes, I knew it.
Nah, just like, family, like my immediate family. Keep them in Calgary.
Wouldn't feel obligated.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel obligated. However, I will say that if you are in my life and you happen to come across me, I think you're going to be very lucky because I will, I'm going to be generous.
Let's go. Good thing we play so many games together.
Let's say I'm in class, right? And I'm in class and I meet some guy or girl. And we just, happen to get some
Vibe.
lunch, and being rich, they don't know it, right? I'm probably gonna want to go to something high end. So what I'm saying is if you're in my life already, my friends and my family or anyone that I come across, I think you're gonna be very lucky because I'm not gonna have a second thought to be nice or be generous. But however, I'm not gonna feel obligated to give anyone anything. Other
So
than family.
Arvin,
damn.
there's this Prime Bundle 2.0 in Valorant, right?
I'm about to say that. I was like, damn. I was like, the skin looks really expensive.
I was gonna say everyone in this podcast right now is getting 3090s.
No, for real.
Yo,
That's
this battle pass is looking kind of nice.
And this is assuming that 60 million, I'm probably gonna get more from it because I'm probably gonna invest.
Also, I got a question. Considering the hypothetical here, do people know I won?
No, that's your discretion.
Okay, I wouldn't let anyone know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I do? I become Batman. I'm just kidding.
With 60 million, not enough, bro.
All right, what's the stupidest thing you'd buy?
Batman costume. I'm just kidding.
Probably private jet.
Yeah.
I'd buy a tiger.
No,
Okay, Mike Tyson, why?
would you really?
Maybe, yeah, I would. I like tigers.
Really?
Tiger's cool.
Until one morning you feed it and it fucking eats you, right?
Not really. You can grow a bond with it.
Hopefully,
Make sure-
I'll
Bro,
imprint
those
on
things
it.
are wild.
Yeah.
Okay, they're
No, I agree with what you're saying though. You never know. Even if you do form a bond with it, they could.
You never know.
You've ever watched Zootopia?
They're still a beast, bro.
Zootopia S tier movie.
That's what, DreamWorks?
No,
pretty
that's
good.
Disney,
But not Pixar.
but not Pixar.
Ah, the good ones.
I still don't agree
Low-key?
with the Inside Out
Low-key?
rating.
You're right.
The Disney movies that are not Pixar, they're the good ones. Pixar, I don't know what they did with Pixar.
But
don't know.
the S tier Pixar movies are
I guess. I agree with
Sick.
some of them.
with mine.
Yeah, I agree with some.
I agree with most of them except that you put Inside Out C tier. Huh?
Inside Out's not good.
It's not
Yo,
good.
that movie
Everything-
was-
yeah,
Pretty boring still.
Yeah,
C tier. C tier is where it belongs.
It's
B to
like-
C, no more than A.
The whole trope is it's emotions and it's trying to get you to feel emotions. It's
You guys suck.
it
You
just
guys
feels
suck.
like they took a hammer and then just emotions and beat it over your head with it. But it was kind of whatever. Bing Bong's death wasn't sad.
Lie. He didn't die. He just disappeared.
He just got forgotten. It's whatever.
Yeah, that's not dying. So ha. What were we talking about before? Private jets? Oh right, the stupid things.
Winning the lottery.
Right.
I would make a Pixar movie.
Ooh, can I voice in it?
I have an urge to buy a farm and then just farm.
Just farm
And just farm.
you trying to-
Know,
What are you trying to farm?
corn.
What are you farming?
Now, no
Okay.
illegal substances.
corn's a good harvest.
Corn, we eat what a normal beets.
Piss blood. You're gonna piss blood.
This guy's stumbling, bro. This guy doesn't know what to farm, bro. Come on, yo. Tell me your
Like, I
vision,
just-
man.
I don't know. I just want to wake up 5 a.m, milk cows. Grab eggs, and sell
That's
it
what
at a
I'm doing here.
farmer's market. You know,
Is that the dream?
that's my
That's the
retirement
dream,
plan,
man.
honestly.
Yo,
You know, when
okay.
I'm like when I'm 70 or something.
This guy,
Nah, when I'm retiring, bro.
this guy really is
Nah,
Thanos,
when
man.
we're all retired, we're still gonna be competitive and play golf, man. Let's do it, yo.
Yeah.
Golf.
Remember
golf.
ninth grade golf? Ooh, my form
Yeah,
was
bro.
good.
Like we're talking golf or mini putt.
No, like golf.
Either
golf.
one.
Do any of you guys like play golf like regularly?
No,
I had the driving range, but I never played the real golf.
I don't have the attire for it. I don't have my polo, my Ralph Lauren.
I do.
Boat
Yeah.
shoes.
The boat shoes.
Gotta talk about a country club.
I'm down to
No.
go to
My dad's a lawyer.
My papa owns the country club.
Yeah, I landed this really big sale the other day. Yeah. So if
Oh,
you want to
yeah?
come over,
We have those those cardigans tied around our neck.
Ew.
I got gummies.
What?
Wow. I'd buy so many gummies with $60 million.
Same
You guys like
here.
gummy worms? Or
I love
bears?
gummy
Yeah.
worms. I like fuzzy peaches.
Fuzzy
I like
peaches
fuzzy
are the
peaches.
best.
Oh,
Maynards.
damn, that's from Dollarama. I remember unpacking that shit.
I was just gonna say, like, I bought those before. Those are from Dollarama.
Of course, yeah, and gummy bears. I like
Wait,
gummy
what's
bears.
the first number? 32 on the code?
This guy knows.
This guy
32?
remembered the code.
Fuck, what was
Bro,
that?
I used to work at Shoppers.
What? There's like
It's on the barcode.
Top right on top of the what's the first number?
What's the UPC, man? What's the
32?
UPC?
On top of the dollar sign? What's the number on top of it?
12, 1, 2.
Oh, 12. 12 is food.
Bro, I can
12
tell you.
food.
I thought you were about
You
to
know,
be like,
like, all the
oh,
numbers
12,
for, like,
12,
lime and, like,
12 is
fruit and shit?
expired.
Yeah, 12's expired. Just give it here. Just
Oh, wait,
Ah,
Armin,
12.
what?
It's expired.
You know, like those little numbers, like on like fruits and like stuff.
Apparently they tell you the quality.
I remember all of the thing, like all the numbers to like punch it in the machine.
yeah, it's just a thing.
Oh.
It's just for the
Yeah.
cash register.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So I can use the self checkout and not ask for help.
Oh shit! Oh, that's a flex.
wait, for where? For where? A Chinese store or Walmart?
It's the same. It's universal.
Oh, is
So-
it really?
A lime is 40.48. You know, like just like kind of that stuff.
Wait, what's banana?
Banana is 4011.
Fuck, he knows. Oh, okay.
He could also just say
I'm
any
pretty
number
sure.
and we'd believe him.
No, I know
Yeah, I
bananas
know,
are
bro.
4011. I know bananas are
pretty sure.
4011.
I'm pretty sure it's 4011.
This guy plays that game.
He plays that game.
Yeah, dude. I play that game.
Cashier
My shopper's,
simulator.
My shoppers sold produce.
Wait, shoppers?
Yeah. When I used to work at Shoppers.
Shopper sells produce.
I didn't know
we do.
shoppers sold produce. I know they sold like milk and stuff. And
Milk. Ugh.
eggs, maybe? Eggs?
Yeah, they do. They sell eggs. I think the UPC for eggs was like 60348 or something. Some shit like that. That shit would be so hard to scan.
Okay. Do you think we reached today's OBJ?
No, actually yes. I do.
And some.
And some. You just got.
Oh, I
to
definitely do want to talk
bargain
about
for
that
it.
thing. I think me and Michael were talking about it, like that whole thing with the housing
Oh,
market.
the housing market in 2008.
Yeah, I want to talk
Yeah.
about that like in a later
now?
on.
Go for it.
We can do.
Maybe not now, like
Oh.
just like a later
Yeah,
episode, because I think that
we reached an hour already.
yeah.
Well,
but
we'll do that topic when we buy a gaming house.
I think it's
yeah.
very interesting. There's even a movie about
It
it.
is. The Big Short.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know that one.
Has
I
Michael
watched that one recently.
Steve Carell. Yeah, Steve Carell in it.
Yeah.
Steve Carell,
And
It has Batman in it.
Christian Bale,
Christian Bale.
Ryan
Oh, Christian Bale,
Gosling, cameo appearances by Selena Gomez.
really? She was in it? Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, he was explaining the synthetic CDOs.
Mm-hmm.
Good movie.
It is.
That's for a later topic.
Yeah, anyways, I guess, we'll conclude it over here. We did reach today's OBJ of talking about the Wells Fargo cross-selling scandal and then some. Just the usual, you can't have a high morale podcast without the high morale tangents. All right, so here we're going to end it. Thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate it so much. We appreciate it so much, so I just want to say thank you, and peace out.
Later. Thanks for watching. Shout out to John Cena. Everybody watch.